Alright, here we go. Catching Ferner. Looks like he's picking Cutter against Yoda, who's picking Decimus right now. And we've seen Decimus a lot, and he's been pretty dominant in this tournament, but Cutter could be a funny one on Frontier. Can definitely contend with Decimus at tier 1. Kind of falls off after that Desi drop mark, like a lot of leaders do. But those early snipers and that raid can be quite easy to pick off that Warlord if Yoda actually decides to pick the Warlord. Probably won't against in the Cutter matchup. Probably going to go mainly choppers and Suis in this matchup. Opening chopper right now with double supply pad and the rally point going over here. Looks like Nintendo actually will probably be able to pick up this power before the chopper gets there. And hopefully he can micro away and not lose the Marine early on. That's not something you want to do against a banished player. It can really set you back. But Hippy is on PC, so I've seen him dodge turret shots with one Marine, just by microing. Grunt here to back up as well, so we've got two Marines versus a Grunt and a Chopper. Ram goes in on one Marine there. Not going to focus on the Chopper, looks like they're going to target the Grunt. Going to chase the Chopper down now. There we go, look at Hippy. Sidestep, sidestep, sidestep. Try and dodge the Chopper. Not working though, that Marine is getting red bad right now. Yoda just swaps to the other Marine as well. Another Chopper coming out for Yoda as well. That's going to help him a lot to be able to take down these units. Going to lose a Grunt though. That Chopper did have to back off in the end, and Hippy actually managed to save that Marine, but this second Chopper is definitely going to pick that Marine off. And another Grunt coming in to support. The Ram goes down on the full bar Marine, and this Marine is going to run all the way to the healing spire by the looks of things. Barracks coming up on this central mini, the only mini that's been picked up right now, so Yoda has scouted that. And Hippy with a nice looking base, all 5 pads built right now. Yoda hasn't upgraded his power extractor despite having enough power for that, so that's going to be a few seconds late, not something you want to do. But he's been too busy microing these choppers. Hasn't picked up any minis yet. There we go, his 5th pad does go down, so Hippy slightly ahead with the mini base, and the barracks already up and running. In the healing spire, managed to heal, but the Chopper's going to probably back him off of this power, and Yoda's probably going to be able to pick this up with the Chopper, while also picking up the other side of the Chopper as well. And I count 3 Choppers flying around the map right now. Probably going to start picking off units. I mean, the barracks is up and running, nothing actually building out of there yet, but he probably doesn't want to go snipers right now. Okay, you can see a sniper coming out, but that's, if he scouted this base, he'd know that he's not going Hunter Captain, and the snipers are going to be a really bad play against all these choppers. Going to be really expensive for him.
Mini base complete.
Hippy is going into Armory as well, so if Yoda doesn't go War Council, that's going to be a good play to help him defend against these choppers. And we're seeing a raid camp come up for Yoda in the center as well. So the sniper isn't going to be completely useless unless it gets picked off by one of the choppers.
Their troops are brave but foolish.
Now, 27 population to 22 right now. And that chopper is right there next to the sniper. The sniper's trying to pick off the Grunt. 2 snipers here now, and only 1 Marine, so that chopper's going to be really dangerous. Snipers do back off, and the Marines are going to start focusing down that chopper. Yoda gets a scout on the armory at the back there as well. second power extractor is actually going down on this mini, so that could be quite vulnerable. War Council going down on the other mini, so we're going to see both players go leaders in tier 1 here. While they're both building jump pack brutes and snipers, so they're both going to be, we're going to see a tech 1 battle for quite a while. Sniper's actually picking up the supplies. And Hippy's working on his second nerd, picked up his fair. Yoda's not going to pick up any at the moment. Building quite a few series though, 3 series coming out, another one on the way. One Spartan Slam could destroy all those series if Red doesn't split those or get any good connections.
Hijack researched.
There we go, he's going in the Spartan first, and the choppers are just flanking around the back, going to try and pick off those snipers. Good split by Hippy. Chopper rams do manage to get down on the snipers. They're all grouped together. Good vortex from Yoda. Catches all 4 snipers there. That's really costly for Hippy, especially with that warlord on his way out as well. Hippy upgrading to grenade throw now. He's going to be on tech 1 for a long time. There we go. Here is the warlord moving up with grunts and Suez. Warlord pulls a few marines in there. Still got all these Suez are alive as well. Yoda's sitting at 54 population to 36 right now. Sniper's going to get caught out here in the middle of this army. Manages to shoot one of the suicide grunts. Hippy does have a second generator up. Swapping the barracks to his main because he's going to lose that mini. I think he's going to try and kite round. I'm not sure what he's doing. Moving to this nerd, but his cursor did flick over to the expo over here. Yoda's going to take the nerds from him as well. Nerd are doing a good job at taking both of these nerds, so he's going to be 3 nerds to 0 in a second. Hippy still building snipers. At this rate, he's never going to get tech 2. Meanwhile, Yoda is already on his way to tech 2, 5 seconds out, so soon he's going to have a lot of rangers coming out, and we're getting ever so close to that Desi drop that can just wipe this whole army of infantry with one single Y ability. Chopper rams going down. Great rams holding a lot of the marines in place there. Probably going to get a good pull off here as well. Good jump pack brute slams as well, stunning a lot of units. Spartan slam goes down in the middle of the army, but Hippy down to 42 population. Sniper coming in from the back as well. Great ODST job, going to try and take out that warlord. The warlord is stunned. Should be able to get away from the shrapnel rounds. 6 in them though, try slamming. The beam goes down. Good split from Hippy actually, but he's running into the army with all these weak marines. Needs to try and get to the healing node rather than standing there and fighting. Spartan's going to be really good against this army now. Suez are coming in, backing up though. Chopper rams going in on the Spartan. That is a lot of suicide grunts. Too bad he doesn't have the Spartan slam back. As soon as he gets that back, he should be able to kill most of those. Good vortex by Yoda. Catches the units, but Hippy manages to sidestep out of it. The leader's going to sit in the suicide grunts. The slam is back up. He needs to slam now. There goes the slam. Kills a lot of the suicide grunts, but that leader is dead. Yoda with full map control got Hippy backed up to his main. Satchel charges go down. Yoda walks straight into them, loses a lot of units, and the rest are red bar here. Hippy finally getting into Tech 2. Yoda actually going full eco on his main right now. Horror Extractor there. Raid camps are going on. Raid camp and Foundry going on the center minis, which is a good decision. That way you can get reinforcements quicker to this side of the map. And we have Elite Rangers and Marauders coming out for Yoda now. That Warlord is back on the field as well. Do we have an armory yet from Hippy? Hippy is not designed to rebuild Jerome. And Yoda's just getting really aggressive here with these grunts and Elite Rangers.
Air pad constructed. Supply pad upgrade complete. Our base is under attack.
Marines are ready to go. We're under attack from enemy vehicles, over. We're under attack from enemy troops.
Hippy pushing up to the center here. Saxon rounds go down on that choke point. Marauder might get picked off. He does have a Cyclops here as well. Warlord is coming back though. Probably could do with his Spartan right about now. Yoda does Expo as well. Hippy's all grouped together. He's going to be susceptible to a Vortex Beam and Warlord pull and slam again. He really doesn't want that to happen. He needs to split more in these engagements. Going to lose that Cyclops there as well from the Elite Rangers. Manages to keep 2 ODSTs alive. He should have his ODST drop up very shortly.
We're under attack from ground troops.
No Expo yet. Yoda's Expo is about to be built. Sniper gets picked off. Another sniper tries turning around, gets picked off again. Loses 2 snipers there. He's lost so many snipers this game. He's going to be so far ahead behind on tech. Yoda's sitting only on 200 power right now. Looks like he's getting pack brother for those grunts. Great ODST and Archer missile combo there. Going to wipe most of Yoda's army. Vortex goes down to counter as well. Catches a lot of the ODSTs and Marines. Looks like there's just a Warlord by himself of the Elite Rangers managed to back off, and that Boundless Siphon doing a great job at healing the units back to full health. Hippy coming out of that wears off even after wasting 2 of his leader powers. Yoda's pushing straight up to the base here. And there we go. Hippy's going to resign. So Yoda's going to take game 1.
Well, I think that UNSC fared a little bit better than the first one we watched, but
yeah, I always like Cutter on Frontier, but he just couldn't handle that amount of choppers and leader powers. Too much for him. You okay to cast the next game while I eat?
oh, you mean talk?
Yeah, if you can.
Problem is, I don't have the control of the.
No, I'll just follow like one of the players.
Oh, you just follow. Oh, so you're gonna leave the room and eat.
No, I'll still be here, so I can slightly do the camera, just not very well. Only
all right,
like 5
let's
minutes.
see what I can do.
Yeah, you just cast, and I'll just like follow one of the players. I'll keep swapping between the players. Something. Here we go, jumping straight in here. Nintendo Hippy actually choosing Atriox now, and Yoda going Anders. Might see some Anders siege here. That can be really annoying, especially for Atriox as well. But Nintendo, being a PC player, is going to have some great micro with those jump pad routes. And I'm pretty sure Atriox is his best leader as well. Alright, guess Kaboom has left me. Hippy is opening Power Extractor first. Generally,
I'm here. Sorry, I was hanging up. I was on a phone call, so I just had to hang that up.
no worries. We might see Hippy go for a quick expo here with double raid cam and a war council on, like most Xbox players do. And Yoda picked Anders, by the way, opening double supply pad, 2 Marines as well. So I'll let you take over from here.
Alright. So Yoda going supply pad opener, just building an extra Marines to get him around the map. I don't see any jackrabbits or anything. So right now he has 4 Marines on the field. Going a 5th Marine, so he's really pushing out the Marines. Generator going to go down on the 3rd building. Switching back over to Hippy, as he talked about. He might go that quick early expo. He already has a Gen. Gen is upgraded. First Harvester is about 10 seconds away from being upgraded. No one going for either power on the sides of the map yet. Looks like Yoda's slowly trickling his way over there with the Marines, but that's about it. No mini bases taken yet as well. Yeah, so Nintendo Hippy goes Gen, supply. Looks like he's going to get in position to take his minis. Yoda just finished up his supply pad, but he doesn't have enough to upgrade the Gen. Whereas Cash Inferno went Gen first, a minute and a half of the game. Yoda still hasn't upgraded, and there he goes. He finally queues up the upgrade for his power. He just didn't have enough. As he said, there goes the quick early expo from Cash Inferno. Yoda doesn't have anything anywhere near to spot this either.
Got curry everywhere.
Let's see it coming. It looks like he's got a Marine coming to grab some of the power, so definitely not going to catch this. That expo is only 10 seconds away from being done as well. Chosen is propped at the main base. He already has a War Council and a Chosen that's being built 35 seconds out on the main base. He also was able to pick up both of his minis. So he's not really hurting on the power game and supply game either. Yoda has more units on the map right now. He has 27 units. Inferno only has 8, but he does have the Warlord, or the Chosen queued up, which, again, doesn't count towards population, as we all know. The expo is done. Raid Camp going out first on that expo. Yoda still hasn't seen this expo. Doesn't know it's there, and it's already finished, too. Raid Camp, that is. Raid Camp is done. He locked down the base. Raid Camp going up second on that building as well. Chosen is up, and looks like the upgrade is not queued yet. Yoda gets the scout off on that expo. He sees that it is already done as well. Plasma rounds is now queued, 20 seconds out. See how Yoda's going to counter. He's got a full eco main, 1 Gen, 3, 4 supply pads. He has another supply pad on the Harvester over there, and then he has a Douglas being built on the mini in the back on an armory, 20 seconds from being out. But he doesn't have a barracks anywhere, no snipers, no nothing to help take down these brutes when needed. He's actually going to go right into Tech 2. He just sacked a Harvester. He's building a 2nd Gen. Going to try to get into Tech 2 because he's already at 600 power. So, Nintendo Hippy, he has unlocked his base, and he's starting to get his units up with his Chosen. He's still double pumping brutes right now on that expo. He does also was able to sack one of his harvesters and build a second gen. Doesn't have it upgraded yet though. Has a node. Yoda's Douglas is out on the field, looking like he's trying to rally with the rest of his Marines. There's no other units but Douglas and Marines. The only thing he's got right now is got a turret going down on his main. He has that generator upgraded. So both his gens are upgraded right now. But that's it, just Douglas and some Marines. Yoda rallying those Marines to try to go and attack this mini for Cash Inferno over here, but Inferno has seen it, and he has a couple units going over there to finish them off. He's going to get the Brutes to jump over, stun the units, and then nice Sui Connect right here. All the Marines go down, except for 2 of them maybe, and the Brutes will easily be able to pick those off. But he needs to get a little bit more aggressive with these Brutes. They don't really need to be attacking Marines at the moment. I see actually a 3rd gen going up from Nintendo Hippy, upgrading it as well. He's nowhere near Tech 2, not even close. But he is going to have that 3rd gen, and he's getting a node back, so he's going to have 1 node and 3 gens. Yoda has actually built, or is starting to build his first Expos, 40 seconds from being done. He is Tech 2 as well, and he's going into a garage first. But this Expo that's being built right now is in the sights of all these Brutes in this Chosen. He's going to have to sack it, and there it is. He sacks that Expo. No way he's going to get it done. Nintendo's actually taking 2 Brutes and going around the far side to make sure that Yoda doesn't have the other Expo either. Just going to deny him an Expo. Not going to be able to build. But Yoda does have a Jackrabbit on hold command on Cash Inferno's Expo over here.
Supply pad upgrade complete. Our base is under attack.
Marines under attack.
So Douglas is now Tech 2 Douglas. He has the rocket launcher upgrade. Some Brutes went over to one of Yoda's minis. Although I think he just all-united it back. Oh, he did catch that. These 2 Brutes might be able to take down this mini, but here comes the Douglas. If he gets a stun, Yoda just gets combat tech Marines. He has the upgrade.
Supply pad constructed. Our base is under attack.
Marines under fire from enemy.
So Yoda right now is preoccupied for 2 Brutes while the rest of his army is moving up.
Under fire from ground troops.
And here comes the Kodiak play. Already has 1 Kodiak on the ridge above the node on his side, Yoda does. Cash Inferno was able to sneak a couple Brutes in the back. He's going to take down the mini base behind Yoda. Yoda's trying to rebuild that Expo that he had to sacrifice earlier, but right now, the longer it takes for Cash Inferno to attack, the more Kodiaks are just going to get up. That's a 2nd one on a ridge. Perfect placement right now. In comes the Brutes. They're just sitting outside the fog of war. Yoda can't see them yet. He doesn't know where they are. Oh, now he knows they're there. First shot of the Kodiak gets hits on the Brutes.
Marines under assault from enemy ground forces.
Turret upgraded.
Checking to see what these Brutes are going to do. He's been sitting these Brutes just stalking Yoda's main base. The only thing that's there is an anti-infantry turret, and obviously the Kodiaks are already in place. See 2 Kodiaks and a few Marines by the base. Back at home, Inferno is building some shrouds for this Kodiaks and elite rangers for the Marines. Also building some Reavers, so he's just pretty much going at anti-everything at the moment. With the brutes.
I'm receiving fire from enemy birds. Can anyone assist?
So the base has been built. Yoda does have an expo now, and he already has it upgrading about 15 seconds out from being finished. The brutes do finally move in. They've been stuck in this base for a while. They jump in, drop a lot of mines, and jump right on top of the first few buildings here. But this anti-infantry turret is just tearing apart along with the Kodiaks. He may be able to get a generator. That thing's already red bar. A couple brutes still alive, but I don't think so. These brutes are going to take it out real quick. And that's right, they do not finish off the gen. 2 bars of red health left. Another Kodiak gets built.
Our base is under attack.
Inferno actually gets the 3rd base on his side, so he's going to try to
Supply pad constructed.
choke Yoda out of the eco.
Alright, dude, I'm back.
Alright, cool. We're about to see a good engagement going. It looks like Inferno's got his army all together. He's chosen 2 shrouds for all those Kodiaks.
Doesn't manage to take that generator on the main. Almost had it, but the anti-infantry turrets and the Spartan picked them off.
Ground troops.
I love how people are giving me shit for my casting, like I give an actual fuck.
I'd like to see them all jump up here and start casting.
Yeah, exactly.
Supply pad constructed.
Letho, I've watched you cast. It's just, it's absolutely atrocious, so it's okay.
Alright, so it looks like Yoda is telling himself in with Kodiaks. Does he have the leader power yet?
Kodiak ready for duty, sir.
Yeah, he does. So he's actually trying to get this expo here. He's trying to build siege on it as well. So he has that.
Yeah, so the shrouds are actually
Sentinel
blocking
beacon.
the Kodiak shots, so the Sentinels weren't spawning, and that's why I couldn't see it. But more Kodiaks coming out now from Anders. Meanwhile, Hippy has picked up a fair base, and he's fully upgraded as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yoda has 3 nodes to 1. Hippy's probably not going to be able to take them back with this amount of Kodiaks around. He's going to have to send a shroud with a grunt to try and take that.
Our base is under
Yeah,
attack.
just to stop that vision for the Kodiaks as well. It looks like Hippy's going up on the hill here, but he has no locus. Looks like one is coming in the background. Spartan actually jumps up
The
there
Douglas
to give
jumps
vision.
up there on the hill was a very bad play, though. He's just gonna get caught by this this army.
Yeah,
Douglas
that
does
Douglas
go
is
down.
going to die. Great shroud Y ability from Hippy there, just cloaking all of his units.
Turret constructed. Kodiak's distance all checked and ready.
Alright, so Hippy's actually sitting on 66 population out of 100. Meanwhile, Yoda can only max up to 80. Most of those seem to be Kodiaks as well. Getting Watchtower now up on this expo, so he's going to be able to see up this cliff if Hippy decides to pull that trick again. Hippy should probably pick up teleport pretty soon as well. He could be able to teleport on top of these Kodiaks, take a lot of them out. That would really help him along with the shrouds. Doesn't look like he has a lot of base damage in this army comp though. Lost his only locus. He does have another one in the middle there. Building hunters by the looks of things, just to try and take out some of these Kodiaks. But he won't be able to get close to the Kodiaks with this amount of hunters. There we go. Douglas pushing up. Actually stole a Reaver rather than Spartan slamming in the middle of there. He could have stunned a lot of those units. Kodiak's still doing a good job at blocking. Shroud's still doing a good job at blocking those Kodiaks, sorry. Nintendo Hippy now at 80 pop, meanwhile Yoda at 60 pop.
The enemy has sent vehicles after me.
Yoda's eco's looking a lot better right now though, despite being on 2 bases. Just because he's not losing as many units as Hippy is. Hippy's trying to push, And meanwhile, Yoda's kind of just sat back, relaxing. Going to pick up his third base all the way on the left here now as well.
Leader power
Meanwhile, Hippy's been sitting on 3 bases for quite a while. Yoda's going to get a good scout off with that Sentinel network.
We're being assaulted by enemy
And
vehicles.
just more Kodiaks coming out now. So technically the time limit for a stalemate game is 30 minutes. So we'll see how this game progresses, because at the moment Yoda is just tailing in with Kodiaks.
We're under fire over here.
Now getting up his third generator.
generator constructed.
It's a shame Hippy hasn't scouted that base. The best thing to do on most maps, especially this one, is just to have grunts on hold ground above the expo positions. Basically, so you can see everything that's going on, and you can see as soon as your opponent picks this up, you want to be going over there and denying the expo. Yeah, but that's not something Hippy's doing. He's going to let Yoda get that base up, and it's going to be even harder for him to crack these Kodiaks when his eco's going to be...
Yeah, he has no way of nothing even close to seeing that either. Going over to that third base of Yoda.
Yeah, it's pinned down over here now, and Yoda's doing a good job at just using Douglas to gain vision. Probably will lose that Douglas again, the way he's pushed up that far. But he's doing a lot of damage with these Kodiaks and Sentinels.
Our allies are in trouble.
And that's all Yoda has right now, just 2 garages.
Kodiak reporting.
2 garages and a lot of ego. Probably see he could move the Kodiaks up slightly, and when he does lose some pop, he could pop a Sentinel. I mean, there is 2 Reavers there, but not really 3 Reavers there, sorry. But the Sentinel should be able to do a lot of base damage with the Kodiak support. Those Reavers shouldn't last very long. Drop turret goes down as well, stunning a couple of units. Douglas is in that garrison as well. The Kodiaks are just too far back though.
I've been targeted by enemy vehicles. Over. Wolverine ready for orders. I'm under attack from enemy vehicles. Over.
Another Kodiak coming out now, and Yoda is also building Wolverine, so the only way Hippy can probably push this is by going air, but as we all know, Banshees are not that great, especially Atriox Banshees. You only really want to death in his Banshees. So he's actually choosing to build more Shrouds, so he's going to have 5 Shrouds in this mix, but even with this amount of Kodiaks it might not be enough. He really does need teleport. He might catch a couple of these Kodiaks out as they're pushing up now. Might catch 3 of them out there. Cloak goes up with the Shrouds, no detect here. Moving into the Wolverines though, they do have detect. And look at the Sentinels just shredding this army. Let's watch Hippy's population just go down now. Beam comes in as well to deal with these Wolverines. Hunters actually aren't shooting the Wolverines because they're just running away from them. If he turns around and just engages this, he won't lose as many Shrouds. There goes the Bulwark as well, going to heal some of these units, but he's just going to run out of it. Now he's backing up, he won't be able to push this base.
Under enemy assault. Can anyone assist?
Man center upgrade complete.
Our base is under attack.
And this is probably just going to be a slow and painful death for Hippy. I don't think he can really push this as Atriox with what he has. Especially not until he gets those late game leader powers such as the invulnerable, then he can bulwark, teleport, beam 2. Beam 3 is banned, so you cannot go into beam 3. But Yoda at the moment does have Kodiaks planted everywhere. They're in they're on this center platform now, so they can reach this base. Shield Gen did manage to go back up to full health there. Cloaky Gen coming up now to negate some of these Kodiak shots, so they won't be able to reach the base unless a Wolverine actually gets on this ledge or really close to this base.
I think Inferno's just sitting back here just trying to figure out what he can even do here.
Looks like he's getting the tech free upgrade for his chosen. Rifle barrel is on his way, and Yoda's not actually moving many Kodiaks up right now. He has one Kodiak on defense, the other two are sat on the back platform, two on the front platform, and one on the side platform here. One on the
He has 100 pop over 100, but a lot of that is into the Kodiaks. Only other units on the map really are just a few Nightingales and Wolverines.
Yeah, Yoda has nothing that can crack this base either. I mean, Nightingales, Wolverines, and Kodiaks, and a Douglas. The only thing he could do is waste some of that pop and drop a Sentinel, but this base is cloaked, so he's going to need the Wolverines and Gales for detect. And at the moment, they're just giving him vision for the Kodiaks, but there is a lot of shrouds there. That's 5 shrouds.
Yeah.
And that Chosen's level 1 as well. Picks off one of the Kodiaks on the lower platform. But Hippy could slowly start to push. These Kodiaks are that spread out. He could pick them off one by one.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job cycling in the shroud vision, the cloaking. He's gonna have to force these Nightingales in, which will just get picked off by the Reavers if he's not careful.
Well, he stood there trying to take out the Douglas in the garrison. He could have took that Kodiak out nearest to him. And there we go, Nightingale smoke's going down, going to stop his army from shooting. That Douglas is vet 1, can he get away? His shield's off, he is half health, he's going to back off. That one Kodiak, again, he's going to get picked off. AP, however, hasn't lost a lot, he's still at 99 population right now. Hippy's doing a good job at just going around picking off these Kodiaks. Pushed Yoda back to his main now. Has a siege turret on his main.
Bulwark going down on the army.
Two sentry towers there for extra vision. Douglas is in that garrison. Hippy probably just wants to push off to this expo on the left, avoid these Kodiaks. What time are you at? You just called that bulwark like 5 seconds ahead of me.
What is it? I'm at 1930.
Oh, I'm 10 seconds behind you. For some reason.
Oh, behind me?
Yeah.
That's odd.
That is strange. Because we're both on Xbox. Fair enough. Yeah, so Hippy is making a push on this base. The only thing to note is he doesn't have a lot of base damage here. Only Hunters, Weavers and Shrouds. Because he's too busy trying to negate the Kodiaks. And he doesn't have any Locusts either.
Reaver under fire.
So he could just sit at this base all day trying to...
Yoda has nothing he can do here to defend the space, but what he's trying to do is actually bring in a Retriever Sentinel. He spawned it over on this other expo for Inferno here. Inferno's got nothing to defend. He does have a shield on that base, but he's going to see it and he's not going to be able to do anything about it. He does see the Retriever.
Yeah, so
Cloaking won't help either because he already has the he has Wolverines over there and the Douglas. So there's going to be an expo trade right now.
You are 10 seconds ahead of me.
Wolverine under fire from enemy vehicles.
Turret constructed.
Yoda's expo does go down right at the exact same time as Inferno's expo.
Our base is under attack.
Both players have pretty good eco. Inferno's is a little bit better
Power ready.
when it comes to power, but it seems to be trickling in a little bit slower than Yoda's.
Our allies are in trouble.
That Retriever is going right back to the main. He is going to have a cloaking gen up, so it's not going to be able to do anything by itself.
There's a lot of Weavers as well that he can just send back.
Yeah. Thing about where Yoda's putting this is he can just sit on top of this base here, or on this basically mountain here behind the base.
Command center upgrade complete.
Yeah, so Hippy should just be splitting his units up here. He's actually sending the Hunters and the Shrouds back to defend against the Retriever Sentinel as well, even though his Reavers are already going back to kill that. Hippy trying to sneak a base on Yoda's side of the map, but Yoda does scout that.
Supply pad constructed.
Catchy Fano actually left the game.
I think he's still playing though. He's still moving around, so.
Yeah, it's because on PC...
I think he just left the lobby.
Yeah, PC's always ahead, so... At some point, he probably resigned during the next couple of seconds.
I don't know, he's still moving around as Ridicule. I've seen that happen where they leave the lobby, but they're still in game. It happens quite a bit, actually. Here comes the Sentinel network.
Hippy picking up his third base again, starting to push up to Yoda's Expo now, with a lot of Reavers.
He uses Bulwark and Unbreakable, although Unbreakable didn't... Huh?
Our allies are in trouble.
His, only half his army was affected by Unbreakable.
What?
That was weird. Did you see that? Oh wait, you haven't got there yet.
No, I'm just catching it.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, you're right, he did end up leaving.
Yeah, so he resigned after that engagement.
Yeah, I heard the Unbreakable power, and then half of the stuff just died. Like, it didn't even get affected. And you could see the other units where it was.
Alright, so keep Yoda in here. We're going